1957 only had 5 Tom and Jerry shorts, but also had an additional pair of cartoons that featured 2 well-known characters from the series. Tops with Pops came out on February 22nd. This is another shot-for-shot Cinemascope remake, this time of Love That Pup from 1949. Same cells, same audio, but recorded in perspective stereo, and of course, a bigger background and a wider lens. They also changed the names of the dogs' houses from the original here. Now, this was technically the last time Spike and Tyke appeared together in a Tom and Jerry cartoon, but not their last appearance altogether. To give themselves a little change of pace, and possibly as an answer to Warner's Pappy's Puppy, Bill and Joe decided to give Spike and Tyke their own cartoons. The first was Given Tyke, released on March 30th, with a story by Homer Brightman. A stray dog needs a license and tries to steal either Spike's or Tyke's to keep him one step ahead of the dog catcher. Dawes Butler does both the voice of Spike and the stray dog, which he does like Ed Norton.
I will start the motor while you release the prisoner. Boom!
To be honest, I didn't even know this existed until I saw it on Tune In With Me a couple of years ago. Timid Tabby came out on April 19th. Tom gets a visit from his identical cousin George, who is extremely timid and afraid of mice. Jerry torments the visitor, so Tom decides to get some revenge. The 2 identical cats confuse the mouse, who can't tell which is which. This one features twin-based comedy and mistaken identity gags 4 years before The Parent Trap, but 15 years after Abbott and Costello kept mixing up which Martha Ray is which in Keep 'em Flying. George is voiced by Bill Thompson.
Oh, I wish I was brave like other cats.
Who was the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland before this.
I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late.
Touche Turtle after this.
We must always be ready to help anybody in distress.
But is best known as the voice of Droopy.
You know what? That makes me mad.
Feedin' the Kiddie was released on June 7th. This one's the Cinemascope remake of The Little Orphan. However, this time there are some slight changes. Namely, Dinah was briefly in the original, but not in this one at all. It's actually a pretty abrupt edit here. They also slightly changed the color of Nibble's hat and scarf. The second of the 2 Spike and Tyke cartoons, Scat Cats, came out on July 26, again with story by Homer Brightman. George and Joan go out for the night, so Butch decides to invite Lightning, Meathead, and Topsy over. Wait, is that Officer Dibble's phone? But the 2 dogs are set on not letting them get in. This time, Lightning gets the Ed Norton voice from Dawes Butler.
This your kid?
This one is basically a Tom and Jerry cartoon, just without Tom and Jerry. Both the Spike and Tykes are on the bonus disc since they were extras on the Cinemascope collection. Mucho Mouse was released on September 6th. Set in Spain, Jerry, known here as El Magnifico, has his way with the house gato Lightning. So the senorita of the house calls on the greatest mouse catcher in America, Tom. If you want to hear Dawes Butler trying to speak Spanish, here's your chance.
Como está usted, senorita?
Think of this as a more exotic reversal of old rockin' chair Tom, with Lightning and Tom switching roles. Out of all the ones from this year, I'd say this one was the most on TV from what I remember. Last up for the year is Tom's Photo Finish, which came out on November 1st. Tom and Spike are both suspected of eating a chicken. Jerry, however, has the photographic evidence to prove who the real culprit is. The photography theme provides some unique gags about timing and deception. This was Spike's last appearance overall. Dawes Butler does him as well as George, and Julie Bennett, Sydney Bear herself, is Joan this time out.
What's the matter with that crazy cat?
Oh, George, where's your sense of humor?